Hello and welcome to Sports Update on Trust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashimi. We'll be looking at some stories making the rounds in the world of sport this lovely evening, and Isaac Omidiji will be joining all the way from Bida this evening again to look at all of these stories and many more on the show. But let's begin with this story. It concerns the Nigerian Premier Football League, one team that has not been doing so well, and now the management has brought out their sledgehammer. Now the hammer has fallen on the players, and for further sanction, they are still waiting for that sanction. But the first one is their salary will no longer be in full because of the poor performances that's been noticed in the team. The last time they were beaten at home by Plateau United 5-1, an away game, a team that Iwanyawu National, they are called former champions of Nigerian League. Right now, they are not just having their rhythm, they are not just having it rosy. Now the management has come out to at least tell the players your salaries will no longer be in full. Well, I don't know who's to be blamed, the coach, the players, or the management. At some point, Kennedy Buboye was asked to leave this team in an unfashionable manner. Now, they asked Christian Obi to come back. That was the order from the state governor. And now, as it stands right now, the team is not even doing well. Or that Christian Obi, who has begged for forgiveness before now, that the fans of the Nazi millionaires, they should forgive him, that he's going to change the fortunes of the team. At the end of the day, after that plea, they were hammered at home 5-1 by Plateau United. Isaac, well, okay, as it stands, when he's ready, we'll be joining us on the show this evening. But for the management of the Nigerian Premier Football League side, Heartland FC of Owerri, cutting the salary of the players, I don't think is a good one. There should have been a roundtable meeting. There are other ways of finding a lasting solutions. If you cut the salaries of the players, at the end of the day, the poor results continue, the poor performance continue. What will you do? That means you will not pay the players at all. So I think they should look for a way forward. Either new hands is needed in the team. Maybe Christian Obi should be asked to just take the back seat and bring in a new coach, or probably find what is the problem of the team. Is it that the management is not doing well enough in the welfare area? You know, welfare is key to anybody at all in the society, to any organization. When welfare is top notch, you see that you get the maximum result. So they should also look into the welfare of the players, the welfare of the coach. Are they well? Are they treated well? Do they get what they are supposed to get? Their match bonuses, is they coming on time? Are they well taken care of? Do they eat well? Do they sleep well? Are they having issues, psychological problem? These are all of the things you need to put in place for a team that has not been doing so well. They are rock at the bottom of the Nigerian Premier Football League table. If we can see the Nigerian Premier Football League table, let's have the second side of the Nigerian Premier Football League table and see where Heartland FC of Owerri is. They are at the bottom with 18 points. Let's see after 22 games they've played. Now, if you look at all of the teams that are above them, we have Gombe on 21 points, Aqua United on 21 points. So possibly this team can escape, these two teams can also escape relegation. But for Heartland FC of Owerri, it's going to be a very big one. 18 points, wow. Out of 22 games they've played, and they're having minus 11 goals. The worst one happened on March day 22, where they were hammered by Plateau United 5-1 at home. Now the management has cut down the salaries of the players to half, and the management also says more sanction is to follow if things don't change, if things don't improve. Definitely they will be made to fix more sanctions, not just to have their salary alone. I think the management has said more punishment will be meted out for the players. So let's see how it goes. But for me, I believe, in my own opinion, the management shouldn't have cut the salaries of the players, but rather they should have had a roundtable meeting. What is the main issue of the problem, and then they can tackle it from there, rather than cutting down the salaries of the player. If they do that by making it half, if they do that and the results continue, that means definitely the players will not receive their salary, which is going to bring more troubles to the team. But I think the step the management has taken is not a good one, in my own opinion. This is my own opinion. The management, I think they should go back and look inward and look at it, weigh it. There is two sides to a coin. So look at the two sides of the coin and find a lasting solution to the problem of the team not getting the result they desire. All right, if Isaac is ready, he will be joining us. Let's leave that quickly and go straight to the glass house. They say glass house it is. It definitely is a glass house if you have been there before. That is the NFF headquarters right now, where talks with Jose Peseiro is ongoing for new contract conditions, conditions upon conditions from Jose Peseiro's side, from the Nigerian side. Now, before the Nations Cup, who was given a contract, and the condition was given to Jose Peseiro, get to the semi-final of the AFCON 2023, which he did and surpassed. He got to the final. The semi-final target was given to him. He accepted pay cut. His salary also was reduced to a certain amount. He accepted that. But right now, after he has accepted the condition given to him before the Nations Cup, I think Nigeria now, the NFF, is now their own turn to accept the condition of Jose Peseiro. I think if I will actually look at this, I think both sides should just be on the same level. He has accepted the condition given to him before his contract renewal to Nations Cup. I think the Nigerian Football Federation should compensate him by also accepting his own condition, even though they are not going to accept all. At least part of his condition, things that will make him to work very well, should be accepted, and what we know will not work for our team, for our Super Eagles, should not be accepted from him. But if it is what that is going to work for the team, why not? They should accept it, because he himself, he has shown the zeal, he has shown that passion that he wants to work with the Super Eagles team, he wants to work with the Nigerian senior men's football team, and that is why he accepted the pay cut in the first place, and then the condition of getting to the semi-final of AFCON. So I think the NFF should also do that. We just need patience. We just need to be patient with Jose Peseiro. No man knows everything. He can, at least suggestion can be made. He can continue to grow. He can continue to change this team, the face of this team. What the Super Eagles lack right now is a creative midfielder, and if they can do that, I think we are good to go. The goalkeeping department has been sorted out. The defense, we just need to add one or two to it, and then at the midfield, get a creative midfield player, and then for Ndidi, then if we can, at least if Ndidi can stay in shape, and we have Hassan Yusuf, he just needs experience, he needs to grow, and then get a creative midfield player like JJ Okocha of this day, JJ Okocha of then, and a couple of other players. Come to Nigerian league, you can get that. Go to Europe, scout them, bring them together, and try them out. And then I think forwards, we are okay with our attacking options up front. We have Victor Osimhen, Victor Boniface. A lot of them, we have a handful of strikers that we can choose from. But for the midfield, I think Jose Peseiro, they just need to give him time to sort that midfield. But before then, his contract renewal and whatever should be sorted out. If he's going, they should let him go. And if he's going to stay, then they should give him what will make him to work very well and effectively. All right, let's go to, for Jose Peseiro, he's just a good one that at this point in time, he should just be allowed to at least weigh his option. We saw when Algeria came for him, and it was everybody was thinking that he was going to sign for Algeria, but in one way or the other, he didn't accept that offer, and right now he wants to stay with the Super Eagles. So let's see how this contract issue goes at the end of the day, and probably we are going to have also Peseiro, or maybe probably get another coach. All right, let's leave the NFF talk now and go straight to the Paris 2024 Olympics qualifier for the women's football. A big one for the Black Queens of Ghana. They were beaten 1-0 late 90-plus minutes goal from Barbara Banda, the ever dependable women for the Zambian women national team. Got that goal for them, and they sent the Black Queens of Ghana out of the qualification series of the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. A good one for Barbara Banda, a lady who did so well in the last World Cup. Fantastic player. Despite at her age, she's still waxing strong, and you can actually see that whenever she's on the pitch of play. She's an inspirational captain, as you can see on your screen. She's standing far right there with the captain Amber Banda, a fantastic player. She got that lone goal for the Zambian national women team, and now they have sent the Black Queens of Ghana out of the Paris 2024 Olympics qualifiers. A good one for that country, and good one. Well, let's see how the last round of qualification will go. We know that our own Nigerian women Super Falcons have a date with the Bayana of South Africa in April. So I think the last round of qualification will be in April, where all of the teams that will represent Africa in the women's football event of the Paris 2024 Olympic game will be decided. So Super Falcons, we are hoping they will be there, and coupled with any other country that make it out of the continent of Africa for the Olympics women's football event. So congratulations to all of the team that have made it to the last round of qualification of the CAF Women's Paris 2024 Olympics Women's Football qualifier. All right, Isaac is ready. He's back back with us. Isaac, good evening and welcome to Sports Update. Sorry for the hitches. The signal was not too good. Now, quickly, we started with this story. NPFL, that is the management of Heartland FC of Owerri. They have pulled the hammer right now by cutting the salaries of the player into half, and the management also said more sanction is to follow after this one because of the poor result of that team. Well, like I said from the beginning, in my own opinion, I don't think that's the way to go.
You see, when you continue, good evening, Emmanuel, thank you for having me again. You see, when you start treating MPFL players as if you are talking to boys who are playing in inter-house competition, then you have problems. Hope the management will also sanction themselves for their own inability to do well. Atlan, remember, they brought in a good coach to replace Christian Obi. Politically, but for politics reason, the good coach was sent back and Christian Obi was brought back. Why was Christian Obi sacked in the first place? Because of poor results. Now you return the same Christian Obi back for poor results after like 2 weeks, and you expect miracles to happen. Atlan, if care is not taken for this decision they've taken, they will go on relegation. You don't treat players this way. Is it the fault of the players? You have sacked a manager that didn't do well. After 2 weeks, for political reasons, you brought back the coach, and the coach is still there, and you are doing nothing. I hope the management will also sanction themselves and reduce their wages, their own wages by 70%, so that by the end of the season, when they didn't get the right thing done, then they can all go home. This is a very poor way of treating MPFL players.
It's a very poor way of treating MPFL players because it is not a good one at all. We are not happy because of that move. The management, like I said, they should go back and look at their decision and then get back to the team. All right, Isaac, also look at this story where NFF have opened contract talks with Jose Peseiro after the Nigerian FA stopped chasing him. They went for Petrovic, and now for Jose Peseiro and NFF, contract talk is ongoing, and he has also given the NFF his own condition.
Well, I hope both parties will make their conditions open and make it public, so that the public will know the conditions, and it will not be any hidden conditions, and it will not be any other ridiculous, target like qualifying for the semi-final of the Nations Cup. Super Eagles of Nigeria should not be giving the coach a semi-final target. Give the coach the target of winning the title. It's very ridiculous to say we are at least if you got to the semi-final, then you've done well. For what? This is Nigeria. This is not Benin Republic. This is not Togo. Apologies to them, but that's just a fact. This is the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We call ourselves the Giants of Africa. For what? Semi-final? That's not good enough. And I hope Peseiro hearts and minds are all with us in Nigeria. He was already tutored, already going to Algeria, but Algeria didn't eventually get him. Remember, he put on hold the contract signing with the Super Eagles of Nigeria because of the Algerian interest. Now, because Algeria have gone for another coach, he's not interested in the Nigerian job. I hope the NFF also know what they are doing. This guy have only performed well in like 5 matches, and that is in Africa Cup of Nations. Prior to that, he has been a failure, a massive one. And what we even saw in the Nations Cup is not something that is sustainable. The defensive pattern of football is not sustainable for us going forward. And we still have very important matches to play, especially qualifying for the World Cup. So we need a coach that knows his onions, a coach that is tactical, a coach that is good, a coach that knows what to do at a difficult situation. Because he's not a good coach. That's why in the finals against Ivory Coast, when we were in a difficult situation, he didn't know what to do. So if to NFF, Jose Peseiro is still the best for Super Eagles, well, let them go ahead, but the conditions should be made public.
Okay, the conditions should be made public. Let's look at the Paris 2024 Olympic women's football event qualifier. Ghana, the Black Queens of Ghana, were beaten 1-0, and now they are out of the race. They will no longer participate in the last round of the qualification series. I know the Nigerian rice and Nigerian jollof and Ghana jollof. Now, there will not be Ghana jollof in the last round of the qualification series. Isaac, I actually, after the first leg of this game, I suspected as much that Zambia was going to actually take the day in the return leg, because I think they escaped just by the scruff of the neck in the first leg, and right now they are out.
Yes, the first leg ended 3-3, a very pulsating game, and I was thinking, oh man, this is very interesting. Remember, the Zambians are one of the countries growing their football on a rapid pace when it comes to women football, and you can give it to them. They are also eager to go to the Olympics. And for Nigeria, yes, we will not be seeing the Ghana jollof being paraded at the Olympics, but for us, we also still need to work hard to hope and pray that the Bayana will also stop us from eating our jollof at the Olympics. But for the Ghanaians, it's just like their male counterparts. They're having it rough now. I hope everything will be well with the Ghanaian football. But Zambia already showed more hunger both legs. Actually, the first leg, it was a narrow escape for the Ghanaians. And the second time, the Zambians took it to the backyard of the Ghanaians and showed them that we can still beat you at home, and they did it.
And they actually did that very well. 1-0. It was a painful defeat. 90 plus. That goal came in from Barbara Banda, the ageless one, I call her. All right, let's go straight to Europe and look at fixtures that will be coming up today. In Europe, we have games tonight in Europe, and we have in the top leagues in Europe, probably we'll be seeing games tonight right there in the top. No game in the English Premier League, but we have in La Liga, we have in Italian Serie A, we have in the German Bundesliga, and we have in the French Ligue 1. When we are ready, that the fixtures will be pop-up on the screen. The fixture will be pop-up on the screen when that fixture is ready. The fixture will be pop-up on the screen. Okay, we have the fixtures quickly. But before then, let's look at this story. Let's leave the fixture quickly and see this story where, let's talk some transfer now, where Bayern Munich is keen to pay 100 million euros for Benfica Antonio Silva. This guy is a defender. He can also score goal. Isaac, quickly, I want you to react to this. Looking for this player, a team that is not doing so well right now, do you think for Antonio Silva, he's going to join the Bavarians from Benfica, though the price tag is 100 million euros?
Very high for a young defender. For Bayern Munich, I don't think defense is their major problem that they want to spend that huge amount of money in. They should look at fortifying that midfield. Creativity is drying off in the midfield of Bayern Munich, and some of the players are looking and playing old. So they need to fortify the midfield. I don't think defense is their major problem. There are a lot of young defenders in that team that are doing well, coming up from even the Bavarian academy. But if the management feels is the answer to their problem, they know what it takes to get good players in the market today. All the prices are inflated. Just like we have in Nigeria on that plot, where dollar is determining the effect of whatever we are doing. Thank God this is even particularly euros, not even dollars. So we know what euros is. So If they feel that is the solution to their problem, let them splash the money if they have it.
Okay, if they feel that's the solution to their problem, they should splash the money. They have it. Let's see. But quickly for Thomas Tuchel, who is actually having a hard time with that team. Wow. Well, because with all of this, I don't think any player want to join Bayern Munich. I don't know. In my own opinion, from my own perspective, Isaac, I don't know if you agree with me.
I think it should be. Yes, it would be wrong to write off Bayern Munich because of what is happening to them. Yes, they look like they will not be winning the title this season, but next season is there. It's the Bayern Bundesliga we're talking about. Bayern Munich can back this back next season and get the title and win it 5 years again on the stroke. And for Thomas Tuchel, he's leaving. So no player should have problem that probably Thomas Tuchel is the problem. Thomas Tuchel will be leaving at the end of the season. So it will be a new start at the end of the season and for the new season. So Leverkusen might nip it this season. Bayern Munich might come back next season.
Okay, Bayern Munich might come back next season. All right, let's quickly have that fixture on the screen now. Let's look at those fixtures for tonight. I just wanted us to quickly take that story. That is the transfer story for Antonio Silva. Now, in La Liga, we have Celta Vigo against Almeria. Almeria is at the bottom of the table. SC Freiburg against Bayern Munich. The trouble Bayern Munich, though they got back to winning ways last weekend. Lazio will be in Rome to welcome AC Milan. And then we have Monaco against Paris Saint-Germain, that is PSG, in the French Ligue 1. Those games will be coming up tonight. But quickly, Isaac, 2 games tonight that we'll be looking forward to. 3, I beg your pardon. Monaco game against PSG, Lazio, AC Milan, Bayern Munich against Freiburg, to see how they respond to some of those, to their worries. Most really Bayern Munich against SC Freiburg tonight. Isaac, do you think they can consolidate and on their last weekend win and then grow from there?
That would be the best thing for them because they know that they need to continue to close the gap if they can against Bayern Leverkusen. And it was just the last game they were able to get the victory. The last kick of the game where they came score 2 goals and the second goal gave them the victory. And against Freiburg this time around, going away, they need to get the victory also. They have unfortunately lost their dominance when it comes to instilling fear in opposition in the German Bundesliga. Before, when Bayern Munich is coming, either playing home and away, as the team playing against them, they already instill fear in you because of who they have, Bayern Munich. That fear factor has already been eroded. They need to restate it and bring it back.
Okay, let's quickly look at this transfer story before we go on the show. AC Milan and Juventus, 2 of them are looking for this fantastic African player. His name is Yusuf Ensheiri, that plays for Morocco national team. He plays for Sevilla at this point in time. Now, these 2 teams, AC Milan, are actually looking for his services. He's a striker, and probably Juventus also have an eye on him. Between these 2 teams, if you are to advise this sleeky and slim player, very slim, sleeky, deadly in front of goal, where should he go, AC Milan or Juve?
Juve.
Okay,
because AC Milan still have players up front. And for Juve, yes, they have players, but not good enough as El Nesiri. So he should go to Juve and he will become a king.
Okay, you go to Juve and become a king. All right, that is where we'll leave it on Sport Update this evening. Isaac Omedije, thanks for joining on the show this evening. You did a wonderful job to all of our stories. God bless you.
Thank you, Manu. Thank you, Frost TV.